and let me know how y'all got here, where you're from, what you're trying to do with your business, what you're looking to accomplish. I know it's the end of the year, but hopefully you can get some transition and some momentum going for this month on to the next month so that you can come in the next year up and swinging. Right now, we're currently doing a Christmas Blitz challenge, which is basically doing something what I'm about to show you all. And we're going to kind of do a small version of it. Okay. So in the comments, do me a favor. Let me know what you all are doing right now. Do you have a business? You don't have a business yet? Do you have products? You don't have products yet? Let me kind of get the feel of the room and see what you all need help with. Okay. So you can put that in the comments and then we can go from there. Look, I'm super duper excited. Y'all understand? I like teaching. So, but I truly hope y'all can hear me because it feels weird because I can't hear myself, but I heard it when I had the phone up. So y'all let me know. Chat in the comments. Yeah. Yeah, chat. Yeah, the chat is the comment. So that live chat is where you put the comments at. Don't mind me. Look, I'm trying to get my stand too, so I ain't gotta hold this phone. I had a little oopsie doops when it came to this daggone pulling my Zoom to YouTube because I've never done that. All right, so if I'm just gonna do with the feel of the room real quick, and I'm just going to start at the beginning and then go from there since I haven't heard anything yet. Okay, and then just chime on in whenever you're ready. Okay, so if you already have products and you're not getting sales, then I'm sure it's one or two things. Either it's the front end of your marketing or the back end of your marketing. And nobody kind of go over what front end and back end is. They just say overall marketing, or they just say post on social media until, and be consistent as if that's going to flourish sales, if that's going to flourish actually people interested in your products, right? So I'm going to help you figure out if you are promoting on social media and you're not getting sales, why that is the reason, and then how to possibly fix that situation. And let me go ahead and record this because if not, I won't be able to have this for a replay. So if you all do want the replay, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this up here or not, but if you all do want the replay, just let me know. Okay. So hold up, request. All right, and let me request myself. Start with it. All right, so hold up. And I'm going to actually start recording on this end. And then I'm going to make myself. I don't know what it is, but it just does not let me to do all my everything on my one device. It want to be hard-headed and difficult. So we're going to just roll with this. It should be all together. Do you see it? Yeah, it should be all together. Check and see. Okay. Confirm. Okay, now I can start recording. And then I'll start recording on my end, and then we can get started. How is y'all weekend? Is y'all ready? Well, is y'all ready for the Christmas season? Look, I'm super duper ready. I cannot wait. One, because usually I be all waiting for the last minute, like, do I really want to get into? There we go. All right. And actually, this what I'm explaining to you all to also is a freebie that I have. So just let me know if you want to see that because it's like a 9-minute video. But basically this. So say you have a product. So say you have a product already created. You already know that maybe some people might be interested in. Mostly times you can make any product and people will be interested in it. I didn't see anything sell. Okay. So say if you have this product and then you've been posting on social media, you haven't got traction, right? nobody's asking for links, nobody's asking for more info, then it's the front end of your marketing. What I mean by that is your posting method is probably where the issue is. That means either you're not making videos that stop the scroll, like Busy Bee, making them stop and like, hold up, what is this on the screen? Or you might not be doing call to actions, or if not just call to action, you might not have your what I call digital business card actually showing where people can purchase your product, right? So most people don't notice that people purchase products sometimes in silence. So that means that like most of the times I always seen that I get sales when I don't even talk to some of these people. And the reason why is because they watch me. I know you have somebody currently right now, whether it's a business, this like a well-known business, or somebody in general that you're watching, that you've probably been watching for months. And once you either get the funds together or once you can take the oomph to take the next step, then you will probably purchase whatever product it is, right? Well, people do that just like you. So what happens is if you don't have an option on your what I call digital business card, which is your profile to get to that point, then you have it where you don't get sales. You don't have people messaging you because a lot of people are private. A lot of people don't just come to you not unless they truly, truly need help. Or three, you might not have what I consider as a lead magnet, right? Something to bring people in to your email list so they can get to know you even more. It's like being nosy with prawn extra nosy, right? We're all nosy. So if you haven't got one, your posting method where you talk directly to your ideal client, right? That would be the issue you might be having. Or two, you might be posting, but you haven't put a call to action. People will never do the thing you want them to do, not unless you tell them what to do. Sounds crazy because these are adults, but this actually works. I have tested this. If you say, follow me, they go follow you. If you show a wonderful video, they'll like maybe and save it because they want to come back to it, but they might not even follow you. So if you really want them to take the next step, you have to do what they say call to action. You have to give them the action to take the next step. And if you have gotten them to together and you still haven't seen it, it's because your digital, maybe the links inside of your profile is not working. I've seen that a lot of times when I do audits. The links to purchase is not available. It's either not being shown, and it looks like it's very hard to find. And this is crazy because this has happened to me a plenty of times. So I can tell you all these experiences not because I'm better than anybody. That's not even the case. It's because I failed all of these options to be able to break them down. So I'm able to tell you these simple, sections of it of consider of your front end of the marketing because I failed at every last one of these, and then I had to tweak every last one of these. So if the links are not working, if you haven't told people kind of what they're getting themselves into, because one, this is online, people don't really know you, so they have to trust you. And if they don't trust you, they will even act crazy for free items. And I'm just going to be honest, right? You're like, okay, I'm giving away something free. Maybe they won't be act crazy. Yes, they will still act crazy for free items. If something does a hiccup, it could be $1 item, 13 cents. It doesn't matter. It's still to be craziness. So that's why you want to be sure whoever comes to your space knows exactly how things are going over here, right? And you don't want that anyway. That's like going to a Walmart or any type of other business, and then you have all of these sections inside of the store, and there's no categories, right? Who is going to go around and actually look at everything around the store? They're not going to do that. If they want the electronics, they want electronics. So they're not going to go through the food aisle and then do the cat's aisle just to get to electronics. So you want to have it where they know exactly that this is for them. That is where they come in with niche. Now, you're not going to, I'm going to say some of these terminologies, but I'm not going to harp on them because the terminologies is what kind of went over my head when I first got started. They were saying niche down. I was like, what the heck is a niche? Why am I niching down? What does that really mean? And what I kind of guessed when I said about niching down, when I started thinking about it, it's more about my type of clique that I want to talk to. You know, do I want to talk to the females who are moms that really are looking to use online for their source of income? Yeah, that's my type of crew. That's my type of people. See, it's kind of about who you want to be at the kitchen table with. That's how I think about it. I try to take these terminologies that people act crazy for marketing and turn it to my own special thing. Reason why is because it's it's like boring to me. It gives me the ick. It's like boring. So I say, think about the people you want to actually have a conversation with. Those are the people that you're going to be promoting to, the ones who truly need whatever you have. And that goes the same way if you're selling a product, because the only difference is when you have a product that solves a problem, you're going to promote a teeny bit different from the person that does it for emotional types of things, whether it's about grief or whether it's about maybe having a luxury filled with a candle, or whether it's about having, you know, uh, a new little set of what is it called? Maybe some kind of clothing or something, right? Something is new, like have everybody be posting on social media, or even the new clocks. People like to customize stuff. So you got to kind of be in the mindset of what they're thinking about, because mostly times the person who they say need, that is your ideal client, which you hear people say that a ton, is usually either you or somebody you've been around. Like it's usually a overall experience of your ideal client. And what I mean by that is you usually don't come up, not unless you were doing like I was, which was going with the masses, buying everything in the sun that seemed like it was going to make money. Please don't make me go there. Okay. But I'm saying it's usually when people make products, it's usually tied to something, right? It's either tied to a person. Yeah, fix problem. Hi, how you doing? Look, my bad, y'all. I'm just going along, just talking. Y'all let me know where y'all come from. So usually it'll be something like it's tied to maybe a family member, or it's tied to experience you've had. I got in the credit repair industry back in the day because I had bad credit problems. Like that was it. That was what it was, right? That's the reason why I was like, okay, well, maybe I need to be around other people who are like me, who one have paid people to do their credit and they sucked, and then two just needed this mess fixed quick, fast, and hurry. Then I had to think about it. Okay, well, I was going with the flow with sitting here marketing, and I won't marketing really to them because one, I was marketing like everybody else, which really harmed them because some of the information was false. That's another reason why I became a mentor, because I was like, okay, all of this thing about posting on social media has always been over the top and very glittered, as we call it. Okay. It's more of if you post every day, if you post 3 times a day, go live all the time. Like this is maybe the first time y'all have ever seen me live, because I don't go live. But that's not saying I haven't made income, and I'm not an income claim person. That's another thing you'll never hear me talk about. And you don't really have to talk about that. Nobody, especially me, I've been in business for the last 15 years. Nobody who's ever had a business for 15 years and not made some form of income. But I think that overshadows the whole entire skills. But neither here or there. Y'all be around me long enough to know, you'll know why I say what I say. Because it's always consequences that nobody thinks about that happens. You actually end up attracting the wrong people. So saying the wrong thing, you would think, but like, okay, I'll promote about income, but that brings in everybody who wants income. Who is that? That's everybody. Who don't want income? But that means that's not meaning everybody's mindset is going to be the same way, because this stuff is hard. So I'm not going to ever say, hey, this is easy. No, all of this is hard. All of this is not easy, but it can be done. So let me get back on track. But the front part of the marketing is where you have it, where your leads. If you don't have leads, that means you need a lead magnet, or you need some type of freebie, right? Most people do freebies, and let me do it like this. Most people do freebies with stuff of their products. and then wonder why they don't get leads, right? Nobody knows your business as of yet. That's the reason why. Not saying that your product's not good, not saying that they wouldn't love your product. They just don't know your product. So giving them 10% off and 15% off is not going to be a good lead back. Okay. I don't know why nobody tells people that. I wish they would, because that'll save them from all this. Hey, grab 15% off and then see no sales. And then that'll make it where you're making sales, not making, little, percentages off that you really don't have to. Like, oh my gosh. If we can go on how many times I did my stuff for a crazy percentage thinking that would solve a problem to make sales. It doesn't. What solves the problem is people actually knowing what they're purchasing, actually knowing what they're buying. So once you get that front end together, which is your posting, which is actually knowing who you're talking to, speaking to them, and actually being consistent. Now, I'm not the consistent hawk, okay? I'm not gonna tell you, hey, be consistent. No, you're not gonna get that over here. I usually tell people be consistent of what works, because the difference between being consistent and with what works and being consistent with not with something that doesn't work, which means that you can consistently be doing this over and over and see no results. Absolutely none. Nobody explains that. It's like we have a little mantra of manifestation of people saying the same thing over and over and over. And what makes it so bad is because a lot of people actually keep regurgitating. And the problem is, it's tons of people inside of this little hole that goes in the cracks and do not get sales because of this. Yes, it's good to be consistent. I'm not even going to say it's not. A lot of platforms love that you're consistent, but being consistent what works is a difference. So if something does not work, you want to tweak it. So I always say stay consistent what works and tweak what doesn't. So look, you'll hear a lot of my little sayings. Oh, okay. Look, I got too much going on at the same time. All right, so y'all don't forget to let me know if you all have questions, right? Because I don't want it where I don't answer you all's questions, but I want to kind of break down certain areas, especially if you're not getting sales right now. I want you all to start getting sales, and the way to do that is figuring out the hole within your marketing. So the front part we went over, which is your making sure your links are ready, right? Making sure your sales page looks like, okay, I want to be purchasing. I don't want to be confused when I come to your sales page that I don't know what you're selling. The other thing is you want to make sure that your posts are directing me to your post. Call me out. You know how you call people out regularly, right? When they be doing some shady stuff, call them out. You call out the people that you want to serve. Okay. And if people like seeing certain things, especially if you like do candles, if you like the little glamorous people, call them out. Do more videos that will actually call these people out. Like, it's so many things, so many posts I have created that has made tons of daggone of traction. Never see my face. Don't do videos. Like, it's so many ways you can do this. And actually, I'm going to talk about the thing about social media also. Picking the right one, because that's another thing I see a lot of people having issues with, which is picking the wrong social media platforms, right? Just because everybody goes to Facebook or TikTok or Instagram does not mean you personally need to. Perfect example, I have what we call migraine vertigo, which means I can't do videos all the time. So if I went with the masses and went to TikTok, then that means my business would fall. It would really fail because I can't do the videos over and over. But what I can do is do words. I can actually do pictures. I can do, I do a lot of what I'm considered as like a storyteller, right? I go into spaces that I can personally benefit in. If you go into spaces where you personally can benefit in, even with the 9 to 5, like I'm literally have a mentee that I'm showing how to do this even with the 9 to 5, because it's hard to do it with a 9 to 5. I've been doing it for years, before I ended up stopping. I ended up leaving my 9 to 5 and still was grinding, right? And I ended up getting another job here or there. Okay. But what I'm saying is you have to figure out something that works for you. What I can do, like if I gave you my own strategies, some will work for you, not all. This is why, one, you need a mentor to show you how to do it and work for your own self. And then two, you need somebody to actually help migrate it within your daily life, because life be life, and everybody knows life be life. And there's no, I've been in business for way over 15 years before I even considered as a business. And I've always ran into some kind of hiccup, like car broke down, like the whole nine. Nothing has ever went structured. So you have to have it where you prepare for the unexpected. Okay. And the way to do that is prepare for maybe doing posts that don't require your face. If that's something you want to do, I'm all right with showing my face, but I don't have to do all that. And you can create income from doing that. The other thing is picking the platform that you can do on a daily basis, right? Not saying you have to do it, because you can always schedule it, but a platform that's not going to take you 30 years in a day to do. Right? If you are taking 15 hours to do one video to schedule, this has now turned into a second or third job. You know what? This is supposed to be fun. Like I love having fun. This is what I do. I have fun doing this. And you got to have fun doing this, because one, this business is not for everyone. Being an entrepreneur is really not for everyone. Regardless of how many times people say it is, it's because that's one of those clickbait things, right? I'm not a clickbaiter, baiter like that. Clickbaiter. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yes, it's good, as in you don't have a boss. Yes, it's good that you can make your own, your own schedule. Yes, it's good that you can create your income if you can create your income. But nobody tells you that, one, you can work 16-hour shifts, don't make a dime. You can't do that with a 9 to 5. Two, they don't tell you, if you don't know how to post on social media and get people, and get people to actually like your product, know and like you, trust you, that you'll make a dime. Nobody goes through this stuff and tells anybody this stuff. But I will tell you how to that happens, but I also can show you how to change that. It's a difference, because I've tested all of this stuff over and over again. Okay, so what I want to make sure y'all get is actually the front end. So the front end, we want to make sure it's straight. Your posting, right? If y'all need help with posting, please let me know. So you got your posting on social media, making sure your links are working inside of your social media platform. Make sure your profile is welcoming, especially if you're like me, I'm a teacher. Your profile should tell me exactly what you can teach me, right? What I'm going to get from you. If you're a person that's selling products, your product should welcome me in to purchase these products. That is that first line up the top of your profile page, especially if you're using your business page. If you're posting, you just want to make sure you make posts directly to your people, and make sure you do call to actions. I don't care if it is follow me, if engage from the bottom up, comment this, make these people do something, because if not, they ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, that keeps your views low. Now, I'm not gonna say that low views will not get you income. If you strategically do this, you can still get people from a low, like I even got people from 220 views. Okay, it does not matter about the views, it matters about who is viewing it. So I want you to take the views out your mind. Don't worry about no views. Don't worry about, because I done had went viral plenty of times on TikTok. Never seen a dime. Okay, so, and that's because, one, I won't monetize, but two, that wasn't what I was going for. I won't go for monetize. I had my own business stuff, and I just did not think about, maybe I should be ready first. I want you all to be ready for being viral, because eventually you will go viral. I've done it plenty of times, but that's not saying that even when you don't go viral, those little bit of people that actually come to you, like, and then comment are not worth your time, right? So we want to still acknowledge that. All right, so once they get to the point where you got the lead magnet that pulls them into your email list, which is your front part, we have to worry about the back end. Like most of the times I meet a lot of people from the beginning, so they haven't got to the back end. So I'm going to even just explain the back end so that if you already have people and they're just not purchasing jack, right? You got tons of people in the email and they're not purchasing nothing. They're not commenting. They're not looking at your emails and all that other stuff. I want to teach y'all how to look for what to actually adjust. So I told y'all how to adjust the front part. And let me know if y'all do or don't get that part. Posting. Okay. So let me know if you do or don't get that part. But in the back end, if people are not opening your emails, that means your subject line needs to be tweaked. It needs to be worked with. That's not saying scrap all subject lines. Scrap the ones that are having the worst amount of opening rates, right? If you're under like 20 something percent, 10% range, scrap that bad boy. Let's start it over. Let's see what we can come in. Even if you got to use ChatGPT. I think I might do another live for that one. I'm a beast at ChatGPT. But scrap that one. Think about one that actually be like, oh gosh, let me open this email, right? If you get people opening up these emails, but they're not doing nothing, right? They're not clicking nothing. They're not, and they don't seem like they're interested. People are unsubscribing. If you see people unsubscribing, that is the content, or people just got in the wrong mix. You probably gave them a freebie item and all they want was the freebie item. But if it's a lot of people unsubscribing, it's not really the freebie item. It's the content within inside of your email that you must tweak, right? And they'll let you know which email, especially if you have the right email provider, it'll let you know which emails they are unsubscribing with. So check those out. If those emails are the ones unsubscribing, you need to check what you're putting in these emails. So that means don't touch the subject because that's getting them in the door. That means that you can't keep them in the door because whatever's going on inside of the context of the email. Now, say if they're not unsubscribing, they're opening up their emails, but nobody's clicking anything. One or two things, you might not have a call to action. It's the same thing. You see how I said about the subject line? The subject line is the same thing of stop the scroll. You have to stop the scroll in the front end. You got to stop scrolling in the back end. But see how I said it's call to actions in the front end? Well, guess what? It's call to actions in the back end. You have to tell people what to do again. It's like, hey, go left. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell them the direction. Hey, go right. Hey, go forward. You have to do that in every single section. Sounds repetitive, sounds like something like you should know, people should know how to do. They are grown, but that's not the case, right? They want to know they have, okay, go ahead and click this. I got this offer for you. Now, I'm not saying sell in every email. Please don't do that. That's what helps. That's what makes people unsubscribe very quickly. Give out good gems. Give out connection type of things. Let people know why you started the business. But include them and make them inclusive. I think the post that I do the best on is the ones that I, one, call out my people. Two, I make them know I let them know that I know exactly where they're at. And then three, I show them, I actually tell them I've been there too. And then four, I actually break down some way to help them. And then five, I ended up giving them some type of call to action and something to do. Same thing with email. It's the same thing. Whatever you do on the front end with your marketing, especially with the posting and stuff, is basically something similar, but more connective in the back end. You have to do more connection in the back end. You got to do it in the front end, which sounds crazy because, you're going around and you're doing it, but more connection in the back end is what gets you people who pay for things over and over again, regardless of what product you create. And you want that. You want raving fans. You want people who trust you. Like, hey, you doing this other product? Oh, yeah. I just send me the link when you do it. You need those people. You need those people. I want to say this and not be like, okay, this is easy, but it is a little bit. Getting one sale seems like the hardest thing to do. I'm going to be 100% honest. It's not. You can get at least one sale. You can get at least one sale. It's consistent sales that's the hardest thing to do. And consistent sales with the same person is even harder because you have to continue that relationship. Like the other person, they just meeting you and they just probably, it's like one of those hit it and quit it. They're like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and there you go. But the one that you have to really keep the same mojo, like being married, the same thing over and over. So you don't see like you switching the script on them. You have to sit here and do that connection in order for them to pay for anything. I literally had somebody that went from me setting her up to paying me $5,000. Me setting her up was a $200 thing. She had to trust me. You have to have it where they have to trust you to that point. Because I know what you're selling now, you're probably going to sell some more stuff. You're not just going to sell one item. I don't want you to sell one item, okay? I want you to sell multiple items, but I want you to sell one item very, very well so that you can repeat the same thing and sell the rest of them very, very well, okay? All right, so let me know if you all have any questions. So the back end is going to be your stop the scroll with your emails, which is your subject line. Want to make sure your content inside of your emails is actually attracting them and keeping them in there. You want to have a call to action, which is basically, hey, this is, here's do this freebie. Here's a freebie for you. Or call to actions don't always have to be selling stuff. It could be a freebie. It could be join this part of the challenge. It could be a product that you are selling. It could be a numerous of things. What I say is value, sell, value, right? You don't want to value, sell. When I mean value, I mean giving out value, giving out connection. You want to do more of those instead of feeling like the person that you kind of probably try to run that you always know gonna ask you for $5. Okay, what do you do when the person comes like, oh Lord, there they go, and you run it, right? We don't want you to be the there you go. Okay, so we want you to be the one that they were like, oh, I already know she gonna give me some game, or I already know she gonna do this, or he gonna do this. That is exactly what you want the feeling of. You don't want that, car salesman feeling. I love car salesmen, but some of them are a little bit overly pushy. You don't want that. All right, so let me see. Y'all, let me know, what are you doing in your business now? Do you all have digital products or physical products? And how am I doing? Look, this is my first time with teaching on YouTube. Jesus. All right. Don't mind me. I'm goofy, y'all. All right. Let me know what y'all have. Y'all are so silent. Don't be silent over there. Let me know what you all have. I want to know, do you all have a digital product or a physical product? And if you need help with selling, like I want to know what y'all need help with. Okay, I see posting. My videos take 3 hours to make. Yeah, I would probably you're a wordsmith, auntie. So I would do stuff with words and just do a picture. Don't stress yourself. I would take and do, because you got Pinterest. Like, you do Pinterest. You got Pinterest. You got Instagram. You only have to even holler at TikTok if you don't want to. That, like, I win. If it takes that long, not unless you plan on, like, keep doing it to get faster and all that other stuff. But, that's a long time. Especially if you do a one video. It took me that long. So I'm not even going to be fronting like, oh, yeah, I was that fast. Man, I sucked at TikTok. For a while, I sucked at TikTok. And I had to get somebody that was younger than me to do it until I started learning how to do it. But, yeah, I sucked at it. I can only tell you stuff. I was terrible at a lot of this stuff. All right. So, yes, fixing the problem now. Lucrative. Oh, hey, honey. Oh, goodness. Look, and I see your picture up here. I know who you are. I have both. Okay, so physical now. I plan to add digital. I guess it's a delay. It's taking a long time for me to see y'all comments. I need to do my email list and landing page. Okay. Okay. So, Auntie, where is your did you ever check out Beacons? Oh yeah, I gotta tell y'all something. Look, I'm like don't mind me, I'm goofy. But I gotta tell y'all something. So, all my physical product girlies and all my digital product girlies, I don't know why y'all not on, because I was like, okay, let me do Beacons on PayHip, right? So I've been on PayHip just being nosy because somebody inside of my CBC challenge that I'm doing currently right now was like, she do physical products and digital products. She want to do digital products maybe on later on. I was like, okay, let me look into which ones do physical products. And I'm so used to doing digital products. And so I got a little nosy and I looked on PayHip and I was like, oh my goodness. If y'all are not on PayHip, I don't know why you are not. One, because it's free. Two, because if you want to build a community, which I'm going to show my DDU students how to do that, if you're going to build a community, it is free to build that. And I recommend you all to do that. And I know that sounds crazy, but the reason why I recommend you to do that is because emails do work. I'm not gonna lie. You can make income for emails, but a lot of people sometimes don't open their emails. But they be on Facebook groups. They be inside a lot of groups, right? You see school, you see Discord, you see all these places that people have groups and communities. But all of these are cost effective, right? School costs $9 a month, which is not too bad, or $99 a month. I think Beacons, you can make one of them or something like that. Stand store that costs money. That's the only platform that I have seen yet to date. I got to check around that actually lets you do a community and multiple ones, because that's really the only one I've seen that lets you do multiple ones, that you do courses, that you do say if you want to start doing teaching people, right? Doing services, all that stuff for free. Like, that's crazy. And they let you do all this stuff. And I think it's just like if y'all have Gumroad or something, but Gumroad is like 10% or something every transaction. Theirs is only 5%, which is not bad. I mean, it's truly not bad. But if you have a physical product and a digital product, I recommend you to go to PayHip. It is a little dated. It reminds me of Shopify a little. So don't get stressed out. It does remind me of Shopify a little when you have to do the websites. But I seen their little back area. I don't think you can kind of do as much customization as the CSS stuff. I'm not going to go through that stuff, but as you can with Shopify. It looks like it's a little easier, but anyways, so if you have a PayHip, I'll put it in the comments, y'all. Hold up. Yeah, it's PayHip. Yep, I already did. Got you. Tell me y'all names too. Like, I know you even, but it said lucrative. Okay, lucrative layers LLC. Okay, I'm gonna botch up everything. I'm just gonna warn y'all right now. I'm gonna botch up every name. Unfortunately, I suck at names, but we're gonna try it. Lucrative layers Inc. LLC. Okay, don't mind me. Okay, but anyways, physical products gonna try drop. Yeah, you can try drop shipping. Oh, okay. I know exactly you are. Hey, Valerie. Okay, so for drop shipping, I'm not sure if you're going to. You say you want to do drop shipping. Drop shipping it's easier now than it was when I first got started. The drop shipping was not the easiest, but it was when I first got started. They made it a little bit more easier because you all have tools now that can look for stuff for you. Me, I was old school before it was called really drop shipping. I was doing Amazon and Walmart and thugging it out because one, it was a way I could make income when I ain't had no income. When I tell y'all I didn't hustle, I did the side hustles like crazy. I did. And I did that. I ended up doing drop shipping because my water and my lights got turned off. And this was like my first brand new place. And I was getting out of a apartment to a house. And I was like, oh my gosh, you got to pay this stuff. See, this is what happened when you get out there young. You don't know what the heck to do. So, yeah, all of that stuff got turned off. And I was like, let me just try to sell this bug stuff on eBay. So that's what I ended up doing. That's how I learned about drop shipping. I didn't learn it how, they're doing it now. I learned it because it was one of those I had to sink and swim situation. But if you all have a physical product, I'm going to try furniture. Ooh, girl, you is going out there. Okay. Do you have are you going to do AI videos for the furniture, or are you actually going to buy the furniture? I'm going to try drop shipping. Physical products. Okay. Y'all let me know if you have questions. Please, because I don't know what to help you with, not until you tell me. Not until you tell me. Physical products. And look, right, I don't know if you all have, I think you do, Valerie, if you all have digital products that are combined with other people. What I mean by that, affiliate products, or what do they call it? MRR, which is master resale rights. I'm gonna let you all know how to sell those, okay? So, and then we'll work on any questions that you all have. So, say if you do have somebody else product that you're selling, right? It's just like being an affiliate to like Amazon or all the other stuff. What happens is the best way to promote these products is actually doing the products, being in the products and actually using these products. I've noticed that when getting into programs, especially any of these programs, nobody really teaches you how to promote these products. They do tell you how much people are making with these products. They do tell you kind of, watch some classroom stuff, but they don't officially show you how to promote the products. And the way they give you the market. Oh, okay, awesome. So the way I would say to promote them is actually go in there, start with the first couple of lessons, and be honest, right? One thing I've seen that has been making me have a different type of wavelength of people that attracts to me is mostly me and my honesty and telling the truth, right? I don't tell people that they can do this and it's easy, right? Everybody probably can do this. It can't. That depends on people if they really, really want to do it. It's a difference, and not just really, really want to do it. Go want to do it even when this mess don't work. Okay, even when it's hard, even when you have no idea what to do, and even when you're probably about as confused as I was when I first got started, which is basically deer in the headlights. Like, okay, I have no idea what to do next, and I'm just thugging it. So if you can't go through all those times, that maybe it's going to be very hard to continue to do, because you're not going to have an answer for everything. I've never had an answer for everything, and I refuse to say I would have the answer for everything, but I would learn it. So if you're able to do that, then it's a difference. But I would be honest if y'all are promoting like MRR programs or affiliate programs. If you're not making the 10K or 30K in a month, be honest, right? Say, I haven't made any money, but this is what you don't have to talk about money. I literally, inside of DDU, we don't even talk about money. We say nothing about money because I try to help them promote without doing that. I literally got, and you can do this without even having your products finished. My university is not completely finished, and technically it won't be open till I think February/March. I keep trying to keep it on a good track, but February most definitely. March is more of a maybe, but it's not even completed, and I've already got people that's signing up. And the reason why is because one, and they know it's not completed. So You don't even have to have a product that's fully finished and still can sell it. And this is monthly, right? They have to first know that whatever you're supplying is going to help them. It's what they're looking for. So if you're selling an MRR product or an affiliate product, it's got to be a way that you can attract to these people where they're like, oh, okay, so it's not that easy. One, because you don't want it where somebody purchased this product and then have it hard. Okay. And have it really, have it hard to kind of use the product itself, right? So say if you say, hey, a lot of people are making income from this, but you're personally not making income from it. But you make that first sale from that person, and then they get in there and they're like, oh my gosh, they can make income, and I haven't made income in 6 months. Because I come across a lot of people like this. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So if you could, when you do promote it, if you would have told them like, hey, I've learned this. I didn't know this, but I did learn this, right? I'm not going to go specific, but then they'll be like, okay, so she's learning these tools. She's learning da. So now it's no longer filled on the income that they could either make or don't make, because nobody knows nobody's, posting methods, especially when you're brand new. Because I sucked at posting when I was brand new, so I can understand. And then nobody knows their work ethics or what they have that's going to stop them from going to the next level, right? You got a 9 to 5. This is going to be hard. I don't care who tells you this stuff is easy. I'm going to be real 100% honest on everything I say to you all. Okay. I'm not a fluff person. I'm not going to sit here and be like, that you can just do this with your phone and that it's not, tech savvy. You don't have to be tech savvy. All of that is really false. Okay. If you are not tech savvy at all and you have never posted or been on the phone, this is going to end up being hard. Is it impossible? No. Can it be taught? Yes. Can you learn it? Yes. But I'm not going to tell you that this is going to be the easiest thing in the world. I'm not a genie. I don't know why people say this stuff. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. But what I can say is you will eventually learn all these things. You'll eventually, even though you might not think, okay, say if you're posting right now, it's not getting results. You'll eventually learn this stuff because you'll be tired of not seeing results and start breaking stuff down. That's what happened to me because I sucked at a lot of this stuff. Well, when I decided to call it a business, when I was doing side hustle, oh no, I was game all day long. But when I started considering what I was doing as a business, I put that weight on it. Every decision had weight on it. And so when I was posting random crap. I mean, random stuff. I won't connect to the people. I was just throwing stuff I was doing past walls. I was just doing it, glass and everything. I was just throwing everything. And it won't nothing sticking. I was doing very cheap prices. And please, if you are doing cheap prices in your store, I love you all, cousins, and I want to tell y'all this. Do not do that. Your work, your talents should be paid for. And I had to learn this the hard way. And I mean the hard way. Because if your prices are so low that the fees, if they take out the fees, you won't barely see nothing. It's not going to be worth doing. It's going to be hard to keep posting and posting. Yeah, you'll see 30 sales, but then $10. You don't want to see that. You want to see that it's that many people, but you don't want to have it where you diminish your wonderful skills that you have. And I'm just being very, very honest because that was what happened with me. And I see that a lot. I see it a whole lot. And I think the only reason why they do it is the same reason why I did it. Because I just would keep, discounting and thinking that would bring in, more people. But then they also brought in the wrong people. So you want to be careful with that. All right. So, okay. All right. So if you all have physical products, okay, have physical products, especially if it's something. But I am scared to be. No, you don't have to be. You won't be an issue. No, ma'am. No. I'm gonna tell you the perfect example, right? So I was doing like custom stuff, and I don't really care to do a lot of custom stuff. But when I do it, at first I was doing dirt cheap, and it was running me down to do dirt cheap. Then I was like, you know what? This is too much work. Like I started thinking about me, and see, that's what you got to start doing, right? The people who's purchasing don't think about you; they think about them, and I understand it because that's what it is. They think about themselves. But in this moment, you still have to think about yourself. Just because of the business does not exclude you. You don't want to do what 9-to-5s do, right? 9-to-5s could care less if you're here doing anything happens in your life as long as your tail is there clocking in on a clock. You don't want that in your own business. So you have to start thinking about yourself in your business. So, perfect example, if you have designed some wonderful candle set, and it has like scents and all that good stuff, and then it costs you $15 to do, right? I'm just gonna push out a number, and everybody around you is charging $20 and $25, and you're asking, hey, how much y'all do for baskets, or how much y'all do for this, and their prices is very reasonable, but it might not be reasonable for you because one, of how much you've already spent. Two, your work has to be paid for. You're not slaving. This is it's a business, but it's not a slave business. So you have to get paid for your talents, right? I'm not saying you charge $200-300 unless that's something you doing, but you need to at least charge 2 to 3 times of what you already spent in order to, feel like it's worth it. Because if you feel like it's a good thing, you do it, and then you put your all into it, but then you don't see nothing in return, that's like somebody giving you the best candy in the world that you always wanted and stealing it back, taking it back. You get a half of excitement. I don't want that for you all. So I want you all, if you do your pricing, to do it reasonable for you, right? What would make you, and sometimes you gotta think about that. Talk to yourself as like, okay, how much would I take to do this? I had to think about that on a lot of stuff. How much would I take that I'll be all right with? That sometimes sometimes it's not about market value. Y'all got to kind of get that out of your head too, because like people around me was doing one price and I was doing another. But once you have the quality and the look, you're going to attract the right people anyway. Whoever is going to pay these prices that you come up with. Don't shrink your prices because the people who are not interested, they want your ideal client. How do they say that? They want your ideal client. They want the people that you're supposed to attract to. There's plenty of people. There's millions and billions of people. I'm sure that you have a client out there and plenty of them. So I would say, keep it at a good one that you're comfortable with, and think about your pockets, right? I don't even care if it's a digital product. And I'm being honest. I see somebody right now. This is why I say, hey, y'all to stop doing these cheap prices. I see somebody right now charging $86 for an ebook. One. And you have people charging $5, $10, $2, $3. I'm like, she's charging $85. And people saying, give me the link. That's called you're in the wrong place. So I want y'all to get in the right places with the people who really need your stuff. So if I'm not sure if you're promoting on Facebook, not sure if you're promoting on TikTok, I'm not sure if you're promoting on Instagram, Lemonade, I don't know where you're promoting. But what I do say, go in the spaces that your people are at, right? For TikTok and all them, it's going to be totally different from the advice I can give for Facebook, especially with the kind of groups. TikTok and them, you just got to save this right stuff for the algorithm to push you there. They're a little easier, right? But if you're going into Facebook groups, go into the areas where your people are at. Don't go where your competitors at. Don't go where people would not be looking for your stuff at, because it's gonna be where you're posting and you're not gonna see any results, and you're not gonna attract the right people, which means you're gonna be just posting and running yourself out, running yourself dry, and then getting discouraged in the process. And I don't want you all to do that, because being a business owner, yet it is hard, is very rewarding. It is extremely rewarding. And I'm just gonna be honest. I would not change a thing at all. And I literally left a job that I couldn't even afford food on my table. That was the reason why I left. I was like, okay, I'm cooking for a place and I can't put food in my house. How do I cook for people and can't afford food? That don't sound right. So that was my last straw. But I will not change anything I've ever done, because all mess ups, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes y'all got to mess up in this business. Nothing's going to be perfect. Absolutely nothing's going to be perfect. What you think might be perfect end up going into slam holy shenanigans. Today, that happened to me. Okay? It doesn't even matter how long you've been in business. There's always going to be a monkey wrench somewhere. But guess what? Those monkey wrenches are ways to actually get experience. Because now I know that I have to not I can schedule my stuff, but then I have to figure out a way to add it where it goes hand in hand with Zoom. Like, I learned that today. Okay, you always learn something. You always want to learn something. But I say, if you're going to be posting on social media, go in the places that your people are at, or call them out. You want to do that. Don't just go with trendy stuff. Don't just buy trendy stuff. Buy stuff that you're interested in. And don't just get more courses and courses not unless you really want to. I learned that the hard way. $997 courses, $500 courses, and none of them was my passion, really. You're doing this for too many years. You have to do this for too many years not to be passionate about it. And that's like really 100%. You have to do that. You have to pick something that is going to be something you're going to do every day. Because you're going to be sick and tired of this thing. You got to say this over and over and over. These candles, this body wash, this, that, over and over and over again, repetitively. So it's got to be something you are very passionate about. Or you'll run dry on this and you're like, here go another post, or here go another this. You don't want to do that. That's what we do in 9-to-5s all the time. I know, because I was like, oh gosh, Lord, hit the snooze button one more time. I don't think I want to show up. Do I have any time off? Do I have any time? I was just thinking about how much more time off I could possibly give in, so I ain't got to go that day. So I just, it is what it is. But I hope I have went over at least enough, especially about the front end, the back end of your marketing. Do you have any questions on? No, that's right. I can understand it. I used to have bad dreams and everything about my job. I was always rushed. It was never enough time to do anything. So I was, it was all over the place. So I had to just I had to give that up. It was just doing too much to me. It was depressed. It was just stressing me out. It was stressing me out. Like, I think being at a 9-to-5 stressed me out way more than I have ever been stressed working for myself. And that's with not knowing if you're gonna make money. Because when you have your own business, if you don't have your marketing into place and actually know how to market, which I didn't at first, money is not sustainable at all times. It's not gonna come in every day. It's not gonna come in consistently, And with knowing all that, I still wouldn't change. I would just have to thug it out and figure it out. I would just have to thug it out and figure it out. Do you all have any questions? So I want to make sure I went over at least the front end, the back end of your marketing, so you see if you understand that part, like the posting, The posting, I hope you all kind of get what you should post. You should post stuff that's going to attract your people, right? If you have a maybe a planner that's supposed to be, for weight loss or something, then you record that. You can do a video, or you can do a picture of it and record what you're doing. Even it's so fun now that you can take pictures and it actually move it. But it's so funny that you actually can take pictures of whatever you're doing and just make it seem like they're in the motion with you, right? And what I mean by that is, when I was on my weight loss journey, I would say, hey, I lost 20 more pounds, right? See, people was going with me like, oh, for real, what are you doing? This is what you need. If whatever product you have attaches to other people, it's because of something, like a coloring book. Say it's a coloring book for, like, black girls who you want to be confident in themselves. You mention that type of stuff. You saying, I love that I was able to create this for the mini me that I wish would have known this stuff. Or you get what I'm saying? You want to make these posts not only have people think, but have people interact with it. Like, oh my gosh, that was me too. You can get that same reaction with anything, even with products. It just gotta be worded a different way. And if words are not your thing, use ChatGPT. But when you use ChatGPT, I want you all to train it. I don't want you all to go and listen to these online streets saying that you can put stuff in ChatGPT and then boom, it's gonna make you $1 million plan. It probably could, and I'm sure it would. But I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of errors in that. I'm sure it all is not gonna go as planned, because nothing ever does. But I'm sure it's going to have a lot of things you probably wouldn't do because it's not made for you. You have to take ChatGPT and mold it where the things that you like to do, the things that you say, the way that you move, your own personal experiences, all that stuff has to be regurgitated to it, so that when it push out content, it actually sounds like you. If not, you're gonna have a bunch of emojis, a bunch of dashes, a bunch of played out manifestation types of things to be posted on social media. You're gonna have a lot of that because it's just regurgitating what it has been said from everybody else. So you want to train your ChatGPT in order to speak like you, so that your audience can know, like, and trust you without you having to come up with tons of content. You don't have to be a wordsmith. Yeah, that's what I want to learn. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, if you're inside of, because I don't know if I gave you the information, but inside of DDU, which is my university, I'm actually teaching you all, and I'll show you all. I'm actually going to teach people how to do that stuff. Can you all see this? So inside of here, I'm actually going to, and I have it inside of a classroom, and this is actually being built. So I'm actually going to show you all those types of trainings. I'm going to show you all, if you want to do Amazon KDP, how to do the AI twins. You also get a 24/7 AI mentor, which basically doing what I'm doing now. It basically mentors you with all the questions and stuff you may have. And you can call this bad boy. You can call, you can text, and all that good stuff. But see, this is what I'm working on in the progress. This is the stuff in the background. So the other thing is, like, attracting sales. This is certain. I think certain stuff right here is just for the that you can get when you come in general, right? Other previous things that I did are in here, like the one that we just did with the Black Friday Hapathon. So if you've had Black Friday and your Black Fridays won't bring in no funds, or you didn't know how to create or do your Black Fridays where it actually has traction, this is what we've done. Just for this last Black Friday that just passed, is something that you can still do for the next Black Friday or any other. Because technically, just because it says Black Friday doesn't mean you can't use that for a launch of a product of anything you ever do. Canva classes. So this is the last Canva class. I also got to do a Canva mini course, and then I also have a Canva course is on its way. But this right here is what we're doing now, which is the Christmas Blitz Challenge, which is basically I'm letting people know, helping them create a product, helping them actually promote the product, helping them to do their websites or their sites. Like, say if you have you haven't done your site, I'm helping you do your site. I'm also helping you actually learn how to promote with your everyday life type of thing. I'm going to help you physically promote your product on whatever social media platform that you would like. But that's what we're doing, and I think that's about to end. That'll end at the end of the month. But every last one of these courses and challenges and all that stuff that's in here is all included, right? They anybody that comes, and I got TikTok up here and everything, and I haven't even finished. Like, for creating a school community. When I tell you all this stuff is going to be filled, it's going to be filled with stuff. And this is a theme page. Not sure if you all know about theme pages, but people in the quotes page, I forgot I have to add that up there. Theme pages and quotes pages, you can basically just do quotes and theme pages and then have people interested with your products from just doing that. I've seen tons of quotes pages and theme pages that do extremely well, and they don't have videos. They just have pictures, or um, they just have words. Right? It's nothing but that, and they'll be able to shift it for their products. But as you said with the ChatGPT, I'm actually going to show you all how to do AI and the way to use AI so that you can have it where, like, I have so many, like, my AI is crazy. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all the response I get with AI. This jank is crazy. Let me see if like, my AI be calling me cousin. And look, it's so funny because I ended up talking the way I talk on ChatGPT on Canva. I don't know if y'all use Canva, but inside of Canva, I was doing an app. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all that too. But inside of Canva, I was doing an app for for the people that do chat supports and stuff. And so I was like, "Hey, cousin, da 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 da," and then it was so funny because the Canva thing was like, "Hey, cousin, I got you 100." I said, "Huh?" That jack was crazy. But look, cousin, this right here, you have been playing with. I don't know why you ain't been in one of my classes, ma'am. I'm a beast at Canva. All right, so look, cousin, this right here is where your conversation magic happens. When people stay to the end, that means, you get what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I even did like embedded for my Zoom call. And hold up, hold on. Let me see if I can show y'all some look and look. Okay, so I had asked the question about the doing a CSV file for some stuff like ideal clients and all that other stuff. So it shows me all this stuff. But if you see the response it gets, let me see if I can show y'all one of the responses. Because oh, here you go, cousin. Yes, 1000% get what you're saying. You see how this JB just calling me cousin all the time? uh, I'm so serious, Veronica. When I tell you every last thing in there that I just showed you in this classroom, once you become a member, and I have tons. When I tell you I've been doing this for 15 years, you all get credit help because I've done all this stuff. Everything I've ever done for the last 15 years is going inside this university, which means you all get to eat off this stuff. Like, say about automations and all that stuff. I've done automations. People charge people $5,000 plus for automations. I'm literally going to show y'all this for free inside the university. Just gotta become a member, right? Once you become a member, anything like these, like this one is my one of the free classes I'm doing. But I do these classes like right now. We got a class tomorrow. These classes right here, all these classes, being a member, all of this stuff is free. So once you become a premium member or a lifetime member or even a VIP member, and you'll see I think I got the link inside of my bio. But once you become a member, all of this stuff is scot free. You don't pay for any of the classes. I do challenges. we just did a challenge not too long ago to just it was called First Sale Fix. We just did that challenge. That one that said the Black Friday Helpathon, that was included. So anytime you become a member, all of that stuff is included. There's no extra charge after, you when you sit here and come in there, and then I have to say, hey, if you want to do this, then this extra for this. If you want to do this, do this. No, none of that situation. Once you become a member, a monthly member, all of that stuff is included. The same thing as actually getting a setup for your store. So say if you have beacons, or I think and it depends on which other store, but those are included to get one product added in there, and then you become an affiliate. So the good thing about it is you actually can become an affiliate and get income from just recommending the university. And it's not even open yet, but we're having all of this stuff just already going on, that I've been able to sign up a member just because of the classes that we've been doing, just because of the stuff I've been putting in. And also, I forgot to mention this one. So I have a thing that's going to be added in here called a content vault, right? And that content vault, you all will be able to have access to, which will be all my AI models. So I don't know if y'all seen how I do AI models. I think you have, Valerie. So all those ones I used to put in DBA all the time, all of those will be free. I have tons, and I'm putting in 200 plus a month, and you'll just be able to download it and add it to your content, whatever you want to do with them. Same thing as the templates. I have templates that I've been creating for I've been doing this for a while. So templates, like they had a clock template that they just had, and I be selling them clock templates. That means basically y'all can fix the template up and sell it yourself. So, but I had clock templates I was selling, my digital planner templates that I was selling. All of that, you all have access to. It's included. That not sound crazy, but right now it's in beta because what I'm doing, I'm building as I go. So you all get to come in for the craziest prices. I don't want to charge no crazy price considering I'm building this as I go. Like, you're literally going to see me do this in real time, and you're going to get access and with all the benefits to it just because, I just love that I get to put all my information that I've known for the last 15 years in one place. Like, and I mean, it's so much that I know how to do. It's insane. Want to create your own course? I got you on that one. So it's like so many things. You do ebooks. Every last one of these digital product things that I've ever done, I've done every last digital product you can probably name. I'm literally going to break down each digital product. We're going to do a workshop on that specific digital product. This one's for ebooks. We also have planners. We also have, the courses. I just showed you all the courses. You also have lead magnets. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait till I do a lead magnet with y'all. My lead magnets bring in numbers. My last lead magnet that I just recently did 1,600 people in, I want to say, a week. I have to look at the numbers. In a week, I want to show you all that. My last one before then with a different niche was like 987 or something like that. And that was a totally different niche. You just got to pick out a lead magnet that actually attracts people to have them run to put their emails in. And actually, I have 2 of them going on right now. So the other one, I don't know the numbers of that one, but the one that I just recently did, that's the one I'm talking about. So yeah, so I'm going to show you all how to create lead magnets so that you can get people. And lead magnets are just the free stuff that people put their emails in, so you can start nurturing them into being paid clients, which that's what you need. Because it takes 7 days, not 7 days. It takes 7 times for somebody to look at your business and actually sit here and purchase something from you. Like, I had people who've been watching me and watching me and watching me and never purchased anything. And then all of a sudden, all out the blue, they go purchase. I'm like, what? Where did you come from? And the first thing they tell me is, I've been watching you. Never knew it. So you'll never know who watches you because they do it in silence. So don't go crazy if you don't get a whole lot of comments. Don't go crazy if you don't get a whole lot of likes, because people watch you regardless if you know it or not. They know if they want to purchase from you because they keep watching. They keep watching. That's why they say stay consistent. But like I said, stay consistent on what works. All right, y'all. So do you have any questions? Any questions? Hey, the new people that came in, and I don't see the names. It's not gonna tell me who is here. But y'all have any questions? Oh yeah, and then lemonade. Oh, I cannot wait to show y'all how to do lemonade. Lemonade. I don't know why people not talking about lemonade. Lemonade is one of those. Like, I think if you push it hard enough, it could be even better than being in TikTok. You just gotta push it hard enough. Y'all have any questions? Any questions? Questions? Any questions? I want to take some questions. Let's see what I can help with. Hold up. Yeah, that's why I think IG. Okay, cool beans. Yes. Auntie, IG, I would say go ahead and hit it. Go ahead and do IG. That'll be a good thing. That's what I would do. Yep, that's what I would do. I'm going to go back through this to make sure they give you markups of delivery. Ha! Yep. See? Look at that. She said she's a furniture lover. See, look at this. See? Stop playing. When I tell y'all anything can sell, anything can sell. Y'all should know that. They got people doing feet and all that other stuff. You know anything can sell. They know anything can sell. All right. I don't see any comments. Y'all need no help. What's going on, people? Y'all need help. I want to make sure y'all straight. How was class today? Look, I know I talked a lot. I know I was breaking down a lot, but how was class today? There wasn't supposed to be class because I think I was supposed to do the Q&A, but I do too much. I do too much. I do too much. Y'all let me know. It look like it's delaying too because that last one. Y'all let me know if you got any questions. Any questions? Let me know. Look, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Look, I can't get myself situated. All right. I need help with this video I will be making after this. Okay. Just let me know, Auntie. You can just send me the link or whatever, or just let me know. That's pain points in resolving people's problems. All right, so do me a favor. What are you doing as pain points? Okay. Let me know what you feel is the pain points. Like, what is you doing for real, Veronica? Let me know your business. Like, let me know what you're doing so I can help you with that. Because pain points and resolving them could be like this. So say I'm gonna do an example for couponing, right? That used to be a profession I was doing. All right, so for couponing, the pain points for them is not being able to afford groceries, maybe don't have time to do couponing, but they need to do it. They wish this could be easier, or they've been using coupons and they still felt like they was doing, a lot of paying high prices, regardless of using coupons or not. And the solution to that, okay, and the solution for that, and this is how you show the solution. So the pain point was, okay, can't affordability. They know what they need, but they don't know how to use it. And they feel like whatever they have been doing hasn't been working. All right, that's the first part of pain point. The second part is solution, which is, okay, so the reason why they are not getting, reason why the stuff that they are getting is so expensive is because of, one, they're going to wrong places, at the wrong time. So this is how you coupon. Look, I'm telling you how to coupon without even being coupon. Okay, so this is how I would tell the person who is trying to coupon and their products is extremely high in the grocery store and they've tried it and it's still too high and they just giving up, right? So first thing is I tell them this. Most of the coupons are going to be extremely low value, which means that you will have to now look for stores that have a sale for that product. And what happens is those sales will not happen all the time. They're going to be sales that happen every 3 or 6 to 9 months. So whatever product that you do purchase, you must purchase on sale in bulk. Now I just created okay, this is the reason why I've been using the coupons with these items and I won't getting the best results because I was doing it at the wrong time. See, I solved one problem. The other problem is that they might not have the time to look for it. Don't worry. There are so many places on social media, and I personally have, see, look, now I'm telling them what solution I have that will give you the places to go to in your area so that you won't have to look for these sales on your own. Oh my goodness. Now you're solving my next problem. You see how it is? So you have that first problem and then the solution. All of it has to be the problem, then the solution. So think about what problem your people are actually having, right? Say if you're selling a product that does digital marketing. All right. So you're selling a product that does digital marketing, and the people that you're attracting are 9-to-5ers. They can't get income. They don't want to do a second job, right? So now, how do we show the solution for our posts? I wouldn't get a second job. I would try to do this, right? So now you're like, hold up. I don't want to get a second job. So you're calling out the people who are thinking about contemplating for a second job. This is what I did. This is what I'm doing to not have to get a second job. Okay, so this is what I did. So now it's 2 different versions. It's a version of what I am doing or what you can do. The other one is if the person feels like they're intimidated by social media and they want to get into digital marketing, you say this is what I've been doing, even though I don't like showing my face on social media. So I don't have to show myself on social media. So now you're like, okay, I don't have to show myself on for social media. I now I see what she's doing. Let me try this, right? But this also has to be stuff that you actually have done. I only recommend stuff and do stuff that I have physically done. I don't like to mimic. And a lot of times in that industry, they do like, do mimicking because nobody actually explains how to promote. But as long as it's something you've already done, like I can literally tell somebody how to go into Dollar General and get $25 worth of stuff for a dirt cheap price. The reason why I can tell them that, because I literally did that every weekend for years. So it has to be something you experience or are experiencing in order to give out the solution for. I do niches over the place. I do everything. Okay, you just like me, ma'am. Okay. Valerie. Okay, so if you were like me, who is the mogul of everything, okay, you have to down and do one thing. Start off with one thing. Remember I said I want you all to sell tons of products. I want you all to sell tons of products, just not all at once. Because the reason why I'm saying this is because it is hard to sell just one product. It is even harder to sell multiple products. Okay. So I would pick just one product that is one ready right now. And then I'm teaching y'all the stuff I was teaching the people for the Black Friday stuff. Okay. So this is what I would do. Okay. I would pick something that's ready right now. I don't have to change it. I don't have to structure it. I don't have to do any of it. I don't even care if it's a voice thing. Like say if you're doing some kind of audio, I don't care. Is it done? I will pick something right now that's done. Don't try to flip Mo Squad and change some stuff to add on another product. Don't even do all that. Let's get right with one product that's already done that you can continue to talk about over and over and over again. Then once you have gotten that product and been able to think about the solutions the product does, right? Think about the problems that you've been through, because most of the times the ideal client, especially if it's a product that solves a problem, is usually you before you have found the product and the person that you currently are now, because you're not at the place you really want to be. So it's the person that found the product before the product. So it's the person that you found, the person that you are before the product, and the person that you currently are. So think about what you thought about, right? Think about that, that you think about, I just needed a few extra $1,000 or something. Like, what was your mind thinking about then? I just don't want to sit here and have to work for somebody that is not paying me enough. Like, I wanted to, like, that's the thought process I want you to go in. And it's the same thing as how, like, because I don't deal with grieving like that, but I had a couple of students that does grieving types of physical products. And so I was like, well, think about their mindset, right? Everybody knows somebody who has lost somebody. Everybody knows somebody who has had it where they just didn't have the thought process to think about anything else that needed to be done, but it still needed to be done, right? So if you have that product, think about where you, like, you were in there. Think about how you would feel. Think about how much heaviness was, and think about how unheavy and unpacked everything is now that you found this product. Like, I know it sounds like a whole lot, but it's emotional. All these situations when it comes to, I say, promoting and people purchasing are all built on emotions. Everybody purchase stuff on emotions. So did I help you with niching down, or just picking one product? I mean, pick one product. Try one product. Not saying you can't do 10, a lot of them. I would say pick one product. And the reason why I said I can't tell you to pick a lot of them, look at this. I can't tell you to pick one thing. I've done all of these. Every last one of these things that I put in here, other than me gonna start doing AI twin. And the reason why I'm doing AI twins, because like I told y'all, I can't do videos. But I ain't gonna show y'all how to do nothing. I don't perfect first. So once I get this down pat, oh yeah, it's over. Game over. I'm gonna show y'all how to flip this bad boy and get it working. So you won't have to worry about all that, all them AI movies and all that other stuff. Oh yeah, I'm going in. But I wouldn't tell y'all nothing I wouldn't personally did that I haven't personally did. So if you see all this stuff, I am currently an Amazon affiliate. I have Amazon KDP. I've done Canva, obviously, because y'all see me with the stuff I do with Canva. I've done courses, ebooks, digital products, you name it. I've done a lot of it. So I'm not saying that you can't do multiple things, but I am saying pick one product. Because like what I've done was I picked one product. I told people about me promoting on social media, me helping them, me being able to, and I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing, right? I'm not even sugarcoating. This is the crazy thing. Most people won't even tell you. I'm telling you out the gate what I'm doing. I'm sitting here, I'm helping people who were just like me, who couldn't get sales, who couldn't get leads, who didn't know how to post on social media, who bought all into these courses, classes, all that stuff, and still was lost in the sauce and still won't making a sale from it. Like, I understand you. I get you. And that was like, okay, that's my target right there. But my target needs different types of alleyways of other things. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give them absolutely everything I've ever learned. And if they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. But from the looks of it, I'm attracting all the people that will actually use, if not one of these, some of them. So that's why I say, if you can pick what you want now, that does not mean it's in stone. Because like you see, I'm doing way more than one item, but I'm only promoting one. And technically, I just started talking about DDU because I wasn't even talking about that. I was just helping and doing classes and workshops. That was it. I was just helping people. So this is the first one I've ever done for free. Y'all have any questions? Go to search some top SEO. Yeah, you could do SEO. Don't harm yourself with search engine optimization. Do not do, it's good to search it, but if you think about it, you are your own search. I cannot say it another. You are your own search engine optimization. And what I mean by that is whenever you have a problem, you go searching on Google, right? You go searching on Google, you go searching on TikTok. We all search the same stuff. Like, we all say, how to do this? How can I get this? How does this work? If you already know what you would search, that is already your search optimization right there. So I think with a lot of things that happen on this social media streets is they be just like thinking everything is brand new and they're like reteaching something, but you already have a lot of these skills in your mind already. It's already stuff that you're going to be doing. The part of you promoting on social media, I think it's so much pressure of promoting is what makes it the difference, right? It was like how I felt. I was so nervous about promoting on social media because I was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. And then I had to think about it. What would I say to myself? What would I say to myself to make me want to take action? What would I say to myself in order for me to want to, maybe get this new pet, these new candles or this new dress, or like, what would I have to say to myself to take the new program? Or you get what I'm saying? I think once we start putting so much weight on ourselves, this becomes a lot more funner. Because a lot of pressure makes this not fun. And to know that you sometimes won't make income sometimes can be unfun as well. But once you learn how to do this consistently, income will not be a problem as long as you can solve a problem, whether it's a problem or a need, right? If you can do a need and a problem that people have, income will never be an issue. You just got to learn how to present that product so that they'll want it. As hashtags. Yeah, they are important, but I've had, like, hold up, let me see. Some of my stuff that went super viral without even a hashtag. And I'm just gonna be honest. And let me see. Couponing. What is it called? Look, let me see if I can find my TikTok. Like, I don't know if y'all can see this. Hold up. But like, I don't think some of this stuff we even tagged.
Hey, y'all, come shopping with us at Walgreens this week. There's some.
I think I had said this inside of another group or something. See, look, I don't think we even look at this. I don't think we hashtag anything. I'm just trying to tell y'all, don't let these people drive y'all crazy. I don't think we hashtag anything. But look at this. All these comments. Like, some of this stuff you don't have to do. I mean, it's good to do, but like, this was 15K with this. This hit 600 and something thousand. We didn't hashtag none of this stuff. I think then they did get SEO'd, but that was after the fact, and we didn't even know it was getting SEO'd. So I say, don't stress yourself. I'm so serious. Do not stress yourself for trying to learn the best hashtags and SEO. The system has gotten so good at knowing what you're saying. You just really have to either say it or put it on the screen, and they'll push it there. I remember one time I think I forgot to even I did put something in it, but I don't think I did any type of hashtags or any of that other stuff. I don't even think I was saying the right crap or something. That thing was all over the place, and it still got characterized on TikTok. But yeah, I say don't stress yourself out. Do not stress yourself out, cause like y'all see this, right? And first we sucked too. I'm just gonna be honest. Like this the one I hit like 63K. But look at this. This is why I say practice, but actually change. You have to learn you have to learn first the platform, but you also have to learn what your people are attracted to. My people was not attracted to none of this shenanigans. Like we did the same thing, right? We were showing the price and all that stuff. The same thing. None of that. This is why you want to learn. I said, okay, I went and did market research. So sometimes you got to look at these platforms. I went and did market research and I said, hold up. These people going crazy for just seeing the front of their goddamn store. Look at the shift, y'all. Look at the shift. I did no different from here. I did the talking mess and all.
To get the best savings.
See, look, the talking and all. We did the same thing. But look at the shift just from changing. And look, they all was hitting numbers. And all it did was show a daggone building. I think Nicole's the only one that didn't do good. But look at this. Like, I can't make this stuff up. 3,000, 5,000, just looking at a daggone building because they thought we were going in. You just got to learn what your people like to see. That is it. And we did this repetitively. So that means, that's why I said you got to be all right with saying the same thing over and over, over and over. Like I think I had one person from one of my challenges that I did. And I was like, hey, it looks like they like your ASMR stuff. Please keep doing it. Please keep doing it. I kept telling her, I hope she did. I hope she listened to me. But I don't know, right? I can only tell you what I see when I see numbers. I can only tell you what I see when I see people engaging. I can only tell you what I see when I see in the back end, right? I just seen people were more interested in asking, like, what are you organizing? So they like ASMR, and they're organizing. Can't you do this? Can you do this? ASMR organizing, keep doing it. You ain't got to show your face. Just mention your product here or there. Yeah. See, the only problem I went here wrong with is I didn't start, because we was always going viral. I think the problem we went wrong was we weren't ready to go viral. This is why I said don't worry about your numbers right at this moment until you have everything in order first in the front end. This is what I told my other people called phase one. Once you get that phase one finished, you get that all situated, then you'll be able to get ready, because this can happen. Going viral is not as crazy as people are making it. Like, I haven't hit like 2 million and all that other stuff, and I'm not even worried about hitting 2 million. Because guess what? Not unless you're being monetized, 2 million ain't gonna help you if it don't come with people trying to purchase the product. That's just 2 million people looking and window shopping. You can put it there. That's just 2 million people window shopping. They ain't purchased anything. So that's why I said don't worry about numbers. Not unless those numbers come with real numbers. You know what I'm saying, right? Y'all have questions? And yes, I'm telling you. And quicker. I'm telling you, if you're on TikTok, about to give you all game. If you're on TikTok, people don't know who you are. Long videos suck. They don't know who you are. If you are not teaching, that's going to be growing, like growth type of things and all that other stuff, your videos are going to suck. I'm just going to be honest, because these people don't know you. They have no idea who you are. Short videos do very well or better than the longer videos. I wouldn't do longer videos until people actually get to know who you are. Once they learn who you are, once they actually know that you post on a certain day, and I'm going to tell you, you don't have to post every day. I didn't post every day. These posts we were getting was once a week.
This is part 2.
Like, this one was...
Buy 3 Swab body wash at $3.49 each. You can get women or men. They're on sale, buy one, get one 50%.
I want to say this was one... We only did this once a week. And then I only did like the ones with the telling people how to like do the thing like this. I think once a month or something. This like once every few months. So like you don't have to post every day.
It's going to be 99 cents this weekend. If you need laundry detergent,
look, I had to cut that down. But look, they were great. So, but what I was gonna say, if you have it where your people learn your posting schedule, you don't have to really post every day. It's good to post every day. Only reason why is because one, you don't know what's going to work. Only reason why people, I think, tell everybody to post 3 times a day is so that you can kind of figure out what posts are going to hit, right? Once you feel that, what I say, that sweet spot, then you'll be, once you get to the sweet spot, which is basically how I remember how I showed y'all that just people looking at the beginning of the video with just going into the Walgreens was helping us, then you can continue to do that same thing. All right. It sounds crazy, but it works. Like you literally see it works. But once you're new, it's gonna feel like a daunting task because you might be all over the place. You don't know exactly what's going to hit. You don't know what's exactly what you should be looking for. That's why before I look at stuff, I do market research. I would go into like, what do you offer? Like if you're doing candles, right? If you're doing candles, I would look at the videos. I go into videos and see. I can't do all this stuff. Now I have to see if I can do this in another class. But what I would do is I go inside of TikTok and I look through the videos that I'm the ones that get the most likes within the first couple of weeks, between a couple of weeks or the month. And I would see the structure of these videos. Like I just did a video inside of the university. I think I did just do a video in the university. Did I do it? Yeah, I think I did. And see, I just be putting gems in here. When I tell you, yup, right here. So inside the university, I just broke down a video saying why this went viral, and that I knew that she was either selling something or she was helping people do something because of the remarks. And so I was showing them the formula of that video, right? It's got to have the hook, right? The hook was basically, and I'll let y'all see this real quick. So the hook, and I'm going to cut this down because I'm sure it's going to talk, and it's not but 3 minutes. But the hook is basically the lady showing, like everybody does these diaper things. So the lady was showing her little diaper thing, and I was like, okay, so this is brand new. Everybody's doing diaper cakes, but they're not doing this type of diaper cake. So she was showing her little diaper cake, looked like a little what is it, truck or whatever. I was like, okay, so you won't be able to hear the explanation because I got it muted. But I was explaining to them what they should look for so that they can learn how to do this search for their own products. Oh, you good. So they can learn how to do their own products. That is the reason why it is great to know what to look for. That's why I am very stern on showing my DDU students what they should look for. Because once you know what you can look for, especially in your niche, you will know what to supply. I told them, don't do this the same way, obviously, but do it a different flair with your own stuff. And I also asked them, so I just broke down what y'all would do. What would you do differently, right? I said, what would you do with your product differently to stand out? I asked these questions because if you could come up with something similar to this that's built with your niche, and you can make it different. Like say if you got candles, what's the difference of your candles than everybody else's candles, right? Everybody sells candles. What's the difference? That's why you do videos, to show the difference of why I need your stuff, right? Everybody says it's always, what do they call it? It's all the niche, or everything is always saturated. That is not it. The only reason I say it's not saturated is because there's so many different ways you can do it. That's just like saying everybody's making macaroni and cheese, but we know everybody macaroni and cheese ain't good. Okay, yes, everybody can make it, but it's not like everybody's macaroni and cheese is good. It's the same thing when it comes to promoting the product. It's the same exact thing. Yes, everybody has their own product, and it might be the same, but what's the difference between yours? Like my macaroni and cheese might have. I know. I'm going to take my pill. Look, I'm on a call. Look, my husband's like, hold up. Ma'am, come on, you gotta come off. You gotta take a bill. All right, I'm gonna say one more thing and then I'm gonna leave y'all. But it's like this. Say if you sell like them clocks that everybody doing. Oh, hold up. Perfect example. Y'all, I know if y'all can see, but y'all see all these wallpaper things, right? These things for presents or whatever. These wrapping papers, right? The reason why everybody's going crazy because one, that area, some areas are not doing wrapping paper, so they're like, oh, I want a wrapping paper. But then once they get around a lot of people to doing wrapping paper, that now how can we distinct you from the other wrapping papers, right? Now you gotta go in and change the wrapping papers on, right? This is like keeping it fresh. But if you love what you're doing, it's always fun to keep it fresh. It is always fun to keep it fresh. Because what's keeping it fresh makes you, one, different, and two, attract the different crowds. Yeah, they could get wrapping paper from Walgreens. They can get wrapping paper from whatever. They rather get wrapping paper from you because you got maybe I don't know what them little girls be the kids be going crazy for. But them little girls on it, they're like, oh, damn, I don't think they got that. I need that. Or they want some kind of purple one that looks like their own style. This is why no niche could ever be saturated. Never. Never, ever. You just got to take it and be, one, in different places that your competitors are not in, and two, make it different. And then go from there. All right, y'all. I hope I went through a lot. I don't know. I hope y'all learned some stuff. Category. Yeah. That usually happens on TikTok. And I'm not sure if I checked it on Facebook because I haven't paid attention. But I usually have it on TikTok. Time, they say it's better not to use them. I stopped using FYP. You can use it. I don't use it. When I tell you I don't use half this stuff that's recommended online. And the reason why is because some of this stuff, and I'm just going to be honest with y'all, hush on the hush. Some of this stuff be recommended so y'all can come to people and get help. And I'm just going to be honest. And some of this stuff, I'm like, this stuff don't work. And I just be there visualizing and like, okay, this ain't my fight. It's true. I just two deuces and keep it moving. I say this because I learned this the hard way. Cost me $1,000. And whenever you get and see people stuff, think this way. If y'all can for me, that's all I ask with this. All advice is not good advice, and that's 100% honest. Okay. I would research to see if it really do work for you. Okay. If it don't work, then it might not work. And I'm just being 100% honest from seeing from every niche I've been through. And that's from couponing, that's from credit, that's from digital marketing. I have seen every last niche tell people stuff that makes people fall and fail. And it's just the honesty on the online streets. So don't take my word for it. Just do this for yourself. Look around you, see what happens around you, and see if you try this stuff, if it works. If it don't, the answer's right there. Anyways, all right, y'all. Okay. You all have a nice weekend. Let me get off of here because I'm supposed to be taking my vitamins before I be loopy-loop with my migraine vertigo. If you all want to join the DDU, let me know by. Actually, I think it's a way that you can join the waiting list anyway inside of. Matter of fact, I think it's a way you can do it inside of YouTube because I think I put it in YouTube. Hold up. Yeah. So what you do is you would go to my link right here, and it should be hold up. I'll let you know. And you can come in the waiting list area, and that's actually free to go in the waiting list area. But the monthly membership is not free. Just going to let you know. So it won't be no guessing like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to tell you that type of falsely stuff. But to come in and enter is completely free. I do free gems in there like y'all have seen before to help out. But for mentorships like this, and then my 24/7 AI mentor, all that is inside of the premium and the premium membership and the VIP and the lifetime access. All right, y'all. I'm happy. I had fun. I hope y'all learned some stuff. I hope that helped out some way, some shape or form. And if you all do not mind, feel free to just add as many people as you possibly can to the YouTube channel, because I think I might do more of these. I might do either more of these or at least more videos to help everybody out. All right, y'all. Let me get myself out of here. All right. If y'all have any questions, always go to the community inside the YouTube and okay. And I'll talk to you all then. All right, y'all. Ta-ta for now. Now look, I have to figure out how I get off this YouTube stuff. There we go.